పార్లమెంట్ ఉభయ సభలు ప్రారంభమయ్యే ముందుగా లోక్సభ లైవ్ చూద్దాం.
Yesterday, Mamata Banerjee, our Chief Minister, was coming back from Patna to Kolkata. And it was 7:30 in the evening. The aircraft was scheduled to be halting in the city of Kolkata, but due to traffic, the aircraft was moving on the sky for long 30 minutes. Then pilot sent a signal to ATC that there are only 7 minutes flying fuel is reserved. Immediate landing is very important at this juncture. But air traffic control gave the permission for landing of the aircraft which was coming from Agartala, and it was the second one. And while landing, it was found that all emergency landing position was ready over there. Ambulance, fire brigades, all arrangements, as if it was about to going to be crashed. Airport Authority of India has admitted the truth that fuel was for 7 minutes only. That is admitted. After investigation, it can be found out. What we are asking for, that whether any motive is functioning behind it, it is not an Air India flight. It was an Indigo flight. Mamata Banerjee normally travels in Air India, Indigo flight, and ATC controlled by central government. Honorable Minister is here. Honorable Anant Kumar ji telephoned me today in the morning while discussing about today's functioning. I told him this incident also. He told Sudhita, communicate to Chief Minister that I expressed my anxieties for this purpose. So I want that government should rise to the occasion with all out priority, and we want to see that the security of Mamata Banerjee.
Members of this house and the country needs to know what happened last night. What happened last night is the Chief Minister of Bengal was coming from Patna on a flight. It was about a 1-hour flight. The pilot, when it was 200 kilometers away from Calcutta, announced that they were 8th in the sequence of landing. Subsequently, the pilot has gone on record saying that he informed the ATC that he was short of fuel, so to allow him to land. The landing was delayed. The flight hovered around for, some people are saying 15, some people are saying 30 minutes, but a considerable amount of time. Now, after that, which the ATC are saying, another flight was asked to land. Bottom line is, the pilot had no other option. They had to land that, and there was a full emergency procedure. There were fire engines, there were ambulances, which were all out there. There was a emergency situation created. Not only the Chief Minister of West Bengal was there, there were 100 other passengers who were there. There was my own colleague here, who is the Mukul, who was the chairman of the Transport Travel. Sir, the question here is there more to this than meets the eye? This is happening, sir. This is not one-off occasion. I am not making any. Today it is one opposition leader. Is it a coincidence that this opposition leader today is at the forefront? There are other opposition leaders. There is Benji here.
Don't make any allegations.
Here. There is Congress. There is.
What is it? No. I am sorry. ये कोई विषय बहुत बड़ा चर्चा का नहीं. What he is saying is this. लेकिन उसके बाद आप प्रश्न पूछिए. If you have any doubt, you can ask question, but not like this.
I'm just trying to bring the facts to the Honorable House. The pilot of the Indigo flight, when it entered Calcutta airspace, was 8th in the landing sequence.
Yes.
It reported low fuel, and at that time it was 3rd in the landing sequence.
Okay.
However, it did not ask for priority landing, even though he was asked specifically about it by the air traffic control. Whenever there is any communication between the ATC tower and the pilot of a particular flight, the communication can be heard by other pilots also and other flights which are in the landing sequence. The Air India flight was ahead of Indigo flight in the landing sequence. When the ATC informed Air India pilot about the Indigo flight being low on fuel, Air India pilot also said that he was also low on fuel. Another flight of SpiceJet, which was behind the Indigo in the landing sequence, also reported low on fuel. However, as per the information available, none of the pilots of the three flights asked for priority landing. As all the three flights were allowed to land in the normal landing sequence, the Indigo flight had to hover for 13 minutes only and landed at 8:40 p.m. It is incorrect to say that the flight was made to hover for 30-40 minutes. As per the standard flight safety procedure prescribed by the DGCA, any aircraft which takes off from one airport for a second airport, it must carry sufficient fuel which should be enable it to reach its destination, to hover for 30 minutes, as well as to reach the notified alternate airport which is used for such diversion of flights if required. For Calcutta Airport, the notified alternative airport is Bhubaneswar Airport. Therefore, Indigo flight should have carried sufficient fuel for going to Kolkata, hover for 30 minutes, and then for going to Bhubaneswar Airport if the circumstances so required.